Guess who's back? Back again. Kraken's back. Tell a friend. That's right, baby. I am back. Dropping a few videos before I get into my exams. This week, there's probably going to be a couple. Maybe an NHL preview. I don't know. Obviously, this one, and then a first round NBA playoffs preview. And the reason for why right now is because right now I'm in the middle of what's really not a busy week right now, leading into my exams. And then obviously I'll have my 3 exams in the span of a week. And then I've got that big surprise coming for you sometime after that, like probably within a day or two of my exams. It's definitely going to drop before the draft. And then, I've got some shifts scheduled for work right after that. Probably within about a week or two after the draft, we're going to do some division by division draft grades. That way, instead of doing team by team and doing 32 videos, I'm only doing 8 videos. And I'm also going to do some NBA playoff stuff while we're doing that, because why not? More I can talk about, more people I can please. So today, we're talking about the NBA playoffs. And I know I said I was going to do a playoff preview. This is a little bit different. Obviously, the first round matchups haven't been set yet. 6 of the 8 teams in the East are decided. 2 are still open with 3 teams left. The West is completely decided. But today I wanted to talk about specifically the Eastern Conference. Anybody stand a chance against Cleveland? And the answer to that, no, not really. Now, LeBron's going to go to his 7th straight championship because that's what LeBron does. But here's why. All right, so I'm going to be honest with you. It really doesn't matter what place the Cavs finish in. They can really only finish first and second. Toronto is out of it. So it's either going to be them or Boston in the 1 seed. And I'll tell you why Boston doesn't stand a chance right off the bat. Anybody remember how Boston's done the past several years? Like, seriously, what has Boston done in the playoffs the last 3 years? First round exit, first round exit, first round exit. I don't know, man. They might do it as a 2 seed. They might be able to actually win a playoff series as a 1 or a 2 seed. But I wouldn't even put money on that. Because I think Chicago might be a tough team if they make it in. I don't know whether they will. They're still up in the air. Miami's doing okay. Miami's band of really just nobodies, they play hard, man. They play hard. I think Miami would lose in a first round series to Boston regardless. Yeah, just Indiana. Indiana might actually beat Boston. If Indiana-Boston happens, I'm picking Indiana in 6. But yeah, let's face it, the Celtics, I know people like to think that they're going to be the team that's going to push the Cavs in a 7-game series. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. Because, well, they have Horford this year. Does Horford play defense, really? No. He's not a rim protector. Amir Johnson, they don't rebound. What do you need in the playoffs? You need rebounds because, if you give up too many offensive rebounds in the playoffs, you lose. And oh yeah, their best player is a 5'7" little midget. It's like that big. Let's put this in perspective, guys. Their best player is 8 inches shorter than me. And then there's my Toronto Raptors. Now, yes, obviously that Boston rant was very clear that I am a Raptors fan, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't think that this Raptors team is going to beat Cleveland. But I'll put it this way. The Raptors team that went to 6 games against Cleveland last year had guys like Terrence Ross, a rookie Norman Powell, like just guys that not a lot of playoff experience as a whole group. The team's now a year older, a little bit more mature. We've added PJ Tucker and Serge Ibaka. We have a stretch 4, that we can start in the playoffs because let's face it, Luis Scola last year was old as hell. And Patrick Patterson is better coming off the bench anyways. Now we have a stretch 4 that we can start in Ibaka. DeMarre Carroll is up and down. Hopefully he's more up than down in the playoffs. And PJ Tucker is being advertised as our LeBron stopper. Now, whether or not that happens, I'm going to lean towards it not happening. Because you don't just stop LeBron. You slow LeBron. You do not stop LeBron. And like Norman Powell's a year older. There's no Terrence Ross defensive liability because Terrence Ross cannot play defense. And we turned him into Ibaka, who's a shot blocker, and we also got PJ Tucker, who doesn't shoot at all, but plays amazing defense. That team last year got to 6 games against Cleveland. This team this year, this team gets to 7 games. We still lose, but we get to 7 games. And then just look at the rest of the East. Washington, they'll probably run into Cleveland in round 2. That'll probably be a 5 or 6 game series. As I said, Boston, if they're lucky enough to get to Cleveland, that's a 4 game series because Boston's ass. Milwaukee, they'll be outed by Toronto. Atlanta, no. Indiana, no. And then whether it's Chicago or Miami, just no. I think, honestly, LeBron won't have to work hard to get into the playoffs, probably to the Eastern Conference Finals. And that's because I fully expect that it will be Toronto and Cleveland again in the conference finals. I think that this has got the potential to be a very entertaining series. Last season was kind of weird because we beat Cleveland in kind of 2 relatively competitive games, and they beat the shit out of us in 4 games that weren't even close to being competitive. I think this year we see a lot closer of a series between the 2 of them, but Cleveland still pulls that out. If you guys want me to do a preview on the Western Conference before it starts, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll see what I can do. Playoffs start this weekend. Thumbs up the video if you're excited for the playoffs, man. Fuck. I feel like for the last 2 months, all I've wanted was for the NBA playoffs to start, man. The NBA regular season after the All-Star break gets kind of boring, especially when your team's like dominating and in a relatively good place in the conference, and they're really good and have locked up a high seed. That rest of the season, you just kind of want it to get over with so you can get to the playoffs. So yeah, thumbs up the video if you liked it. Thumbs up if you're excited for the playoffs. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys actually think that Boston has a chance, let me know. If you think Toronto has a chance and I don't, can we be best friends? Anyways, guys, I'll see you again later. Just to let you know, I'm back. I'm going to do some more shit, and I'll talk to you guys soon.